It's all your
Cause
fault.
that's it. No Razzie dick. You're not ever gonna be able to find her again.
Oh.
It's all Jade wants is to be a wolf girl's bitch.
Not entirely.
All that wolf girl wants is for her crotch to stop itching because somebody gave her something. Oh wait, no, that's just fleas. Never mind.
Time to dog.
Ambience for people that want slash can listen to it.
That's my ambient. That's what you're getting.
Oh, nice.
It is very loud on my end, so I'm gonna turn that speaker down. Okay, where we left off, you guys were questioning the space ice.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't say I've ever heard of a adventuring party having a conversation with a slushy.
You have never been to Reboot.
But, well, you know, I've never been to the Cloud District either.
At Reboot, they've got alcoholic slushies.
Do people have conversations with them?
I have seen people have conversations with their mana and health potions. Health potions are strawberry, mana potions are blue raspberry.
Oh, that was yummy.
If you like vodka, yeah.
I think I do. At least every kind I've had. Though that's been like vodka jello shots and vodka raspberry. Let's see. Yeah, raspberry vodka lemonade. At least I think it was vodka in those jello shots.
Yeah, might have been. Might have been vodka, might have been tequila.
Usually is, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I don't think it was tequila. But yeah, I had like 7 of them and I didn't get tipsy.
Yeah. I know there was this one old lady wanting to try and make jello shots with gin.
Ian?
Yeah. Gin, to me, I don't know about you, Foxo. Gin tastes like pine sol to me.
I think I had like a gin lemonade also. That one actually was not bad.
You can always go with Ryan Reynolds' drink and make a vasectomy. You know, to show how much you love your children.
Hmm.
But anyway, Jade was in the middle of searching the ship for things, and she was going to see if she could find the black box.
Thought you already picked up the black box.
Oh.
It was gonna be a black box.
First, she was trying to see if she could find any identification of the crew, then she was going to get the black box.
Ah.
Eee.
Well, I've already described what you could find on the crew.
Yeah.
As for the black box, it's not particularly hidden. It's just installed underneath the, it's not really a dashboard or a desk, but that's
The console,
pretty much what it would be called, yeah.
the flight console, yeah.
flight consort.
The flight
Always
controls.
gotta have.
I wonder what you would call that. I don't know.
Console. I'm pretty sure it's called flight console.
If I knew anything about flying, I might be able to say.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But anyway, yeah, Jade is gonna extract it without damaging it.
Okay, give me a dexterity check.
Ivy, can you roll for me, please?
Do you want me to, or?
You sure you want Ivy
I
to
believe
roll
in
that?
you. Yes, Ivy, roll for Jade.
Okay, Ivy, just pretend you're climbing a tree.
I got a +1 to Dex, I think.
Well, I rolled a 57, so that's not too bad.
So 58 total.
Ugh, that's pretty good. So you managed to kind of pry it loose from the ice and disconnect all the ribbon cables without shorting anything out.
Yay. I got the black box
Why's it always gotta be a black box?
I'm saying.
because that's what it's called.
Yeah, meanwhile, Vivian is. I'm trying to remember what she was going to ask next, but I don't know. But I'll pick another thing. So she's going to ask, what happened to the ship?
I still don't have a thesaurus in front of me. Various forms of the word cold.
Hmm. How did it get cold?
Wow.
How indeed. See, how is it gonna answer this one?
Jade, did you ask it if it had a name?
They did ask it if it had a name, yes.
I don't remember what it responded though.
Instead of giving you a specific name, it just said that, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we, us, me, many, singular, stuff like that. Like this
Yeah,
contrast.
And it had said something about infestation and all that, and pest, and so on.
Things that other people had called it, yeah. Okay. It's going to string together some words that are going to amount to essentially the ship is small and space is big.
I mean, that's an accurate statement.
I suppose I guess that is valid.
God, the sun's bright.
That's how that works.
It is kind of a fission reaction, yeah. They tend to be kind of bright.
It's like that is how it be do.
That's how the Thar do Valley.
Eh. My friend Mark has a Stardew Valley board game.
Well, okay then.
But anyways,
Ow. Score is sharp.
So Vivian is pondering. She kind of wishes they had a biologist.
A xenobiologist, perhaps?
Yes, perhaps.
Mayhap, if you would.
Jade's gonna just kind of snoop around the ship, see if she can find anything else,
I mean,
either of value or
the ship's got like
of intrigue.
4 compartments to it. There isn't really a lot to snoop around in. Both of the
Yeah.
engine bays are pretty Spartan. There's not much left of the engines. The storage and loading bay is pretty much being wrapped by the captain right now. The living
Dang.
space is, well, I mean, there's a refrigerator and there's like a small 1-coil stovetop and like, dry storage.
These they had to have had like personal effects. The crew had to have had like personal stuff with them, to like keep them from going insane or remind them of home or something to keep them sane.
Surprisingly, no.
Really?
There doesn't appear to be any sort of personal effects on the crew.
Is there like a manifest for the ship, like a data pad or something?
If there is a manifest, it's probably going to be digital.
So then we're gonna have to look for like a data pad or something.
Yeah.
But that is what Jade shall look for, is the manifest. Because usually the manifest will tell where they came from and where they were heading to.
I mean, you could be nosy in the crew quarters like Citroen.
What is the
I'll
crew
find something.
doing?
Being nosy in the crew quarters, seeing if anybody's got any personal effects left behind that aren't covered in ice. Or I mean, it's busy.
Everything is going to be covered in ice in here. There just appears to be a change of clothes in the footlocker. It looks like there was a lot of sharing going on this crew.
Communist. Okay. I'll have to disassemble any medical supplies that they might have. Where is their first aid kits?
Surprisingly, they don't have any.
Burn the ship.
And I'm guessing they didn't have any weapons on them either.
I think they did, actually. If I remember correctly, because this campaign took place like 2 years ago, Um, they had a plasma cutter. They had a what are those pump guns that like you shove the tube into the tube and it fires a bullet? Super simple.
You
I don't know.
You mean like an electrically like sequenced gun that has multiple rounds in it?
No,
Like
I
it's got a
mean,
tube?
like you have a tube with a nail at the end and a bullet pressed against it, and then you push the bullet back and it fires.
Oh, a slam fire gun.
Slam, that's what it is. There's
Like
one
a
of
zip
those.
gun almost.
Yeah. They got one of those. There is also a slag stick, like I think one of you have.
Slag stick.
Maybe one of you don't have one. It's essentially a hollowed out piece of non-magnetic material with a coil around it that induces a magnetic field so intense that any bit of metal that you put in one end becomes molten by the time it gets to the other end. And you essentially load it by the grip, and then you swing it like you would swing a sword, and it flings out molten metal.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. They also have a nitro gun, which is a pistol that takes standard 9mm ammunition, but has a canister of nitrogen affixed to the bottom, and a circuit time an injection of nitrogen almost immediately after the bullet's been fired to increase the velocity.
Ooh.
AKA explosion.
Jade is interested in this one.
Of course, Jade is interested in that one.
But if anybody else wanted it, if anybody else wanted it, she
If
would
anybody,
say,
I really hope nobody else wants it because I want another gun I'll never use.
"Not true. She'll use it. She's got a box of ammo for it."
Yeah, Ivy said that, and then Ivy ended a campaign with like 16 weapons they never used. I'll use it, maybe. Hey,
Oh, that's
but
a fucking
anyway.
moth. I thought that was a mud. I thought that was a mud dauber nest. That was a fucking moth.
Ivy
Camouflage is working.
actually just kind of collected things, some for use, most of them to sell. And she just never sold them.
Still want that fucking soul fishing hook. It bothers me that I never got around to replicating it or, getting it from the loot table.
Yes.
Replicate your loot, baby.
Only you would have used all that material you had that was being delivered by the world to get it custom crafted. Anyways.
I know I could.
I am now home.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
I believe that would be the only weapons that would have survived when the nitrogen canister cracked.
There you go. There's your guns.
Yes, the gun, which is firmly stuck to the wall with a huge chunk of ice holding it there.
Yep, there you go. There's your gun.
Jade, she's gonna talk to the ice. Can I have this, please?
There doesn't seem to
Try
be
writing
any
it.
response.
I know, King.
She's gonna, ask, "Can I have this, please?" A shiver.
I guess it's focused on what Vivian's talking about because it doesn't respond to again.
Oh well.
Jade just kind of pulling on it.
So I think Vivian's going to ask it, can you let go of that gun?
What is gun?
That's a good question. What is a gun
And
really?
so she's going to say this object, and she's going to trace her fingers over to it.
Ice is thick, too thick. Only make more.
Hmm.
Gun bad.
Is there anything stuck to the wall where Zitrun is that might interest a gremlin like him? I.e., someone who's willing to scavenge things that they don't need.
Maybe not the wall, but if you give me a perception check, there might be something at your feet.
At my feet, the world is laid bare. Okay. Oh. I know that's not what you said, but shut up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. 39. Imperceptibly bird.
That's definitely not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wall is just changing the scrawling on it. Stuff like gun bad, gun kills brew, gun kill people.
Yeah, I'll keep looking around because I'm kind of.
So she's going to ask, is that what happened here?
Hard to know from outside. Face big, ship is small.
Again, proof. Pure fact.
I don't know. Other people can take a crack at staring at their feet if they want, I guess.
I'll keep looking. Ah!
Continuing to stare at feet.
97! Literally just staring at feet like, my hoof looks funny kind of from this angle. And then actually noticing, like slowly noticing something like, wait a minute, that's not my hoof.
Wait a minute. That's not a bad floor design from the 80s. Those are fucking runes! The whole fucking floor is covered in runes!
Hey, little journal comes out and scribble.
Oh man, you might be there a while.
He
There's runes
doesn't
for
care.
There's
Vivian is
runes.
going to ask it, was the crew alive when you came to the ship?
Friends, warm, noisy, happy. Not anymore. Are you friends?
There's only push here. Oh, there's push over there. Okay, never mind.
There is a lot of push. There's also circuits here for artificial gravity.
So Vivian is unsure what to tell it, and So she's going to say, I think so. Maybe.
What is think? How is think? Is think okay?
I think it's fine.
Think is good.
What did I hear that in my head for?
How does think?
Uh,
Vivian is trying to figure out how to explain it.
How does think? Man, people have been trying to figure that out for centuries. Oh no!
it died.
Yay!
Don't worry, I got you.
So
The
Vivian
biggest
is going to
gravitation
ponder
wave.
how to answer that question. I'm not entirely sure how to answer it myself.
Jade's gonna think. Think is process of coming to a decision.
Sometimes. Not necessarily.
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
Are you just like
Head empty,
saying that
only
out loud?
cold.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not a philosopher.
Yeah, Vivian's been over here like racing their answers into the ice.
I think what she's going to do is she's going to say, think is aware. So she's going to say things like considering,
No.
knowing.
It's an alright movie.
Think
I think
is
it's good.
memory.
Yes,
In the beginning, all memory is made.
think can be memory.
Then I think I think lots of things.
So she's going to consider this a little, kind of nodding to herself.
I think lots of friends sometimes.
Captain,
Yeah.
what do you think about this situation? Also, have you been able to find a manifest in the cargo bay?
I think it's fucking weird. And we should let it continue on whatever path it was set on. Since it was so hard to discover, pretty sure it's not going to bother anyone if we just alone.
Yeah.
Fucking
It also
weird
said it was
shit.
lonely.
I mean, who fucking wouldn't be?
God damn it.
Ace Big
Ship
And
small.
character.
chucks the
So she's going to
entire
ask-
fridge into the cargo hold.
Just and then she's going to ask it, what do you want to do?
Friend, friends, warm, stay friends. Many friends, find place. Silent concern.
Yeah. Vivian is trying to decide what to do about this,
Currently thinking on it.
where
Yeah.
it might be a good place for it to be.
Hey, guys, if that thing, like, feeds off of heat, where do you think it's gonna go as soon as we try to leave?
A world.
The ship, the
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah, so, like, the engines on my ship are definitely a lot hotter than that binary star system over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, I think I know how it moves around.
How?
It uses runes.
Runes.
It's partially concerning. I don't think people put that here.
So, the ice knows how to use magic.
I don't know, but there's like anti-gravity runes in here and a bunch of other things. And it's all under the ice. Deep under the ice.
I wonder if we could make it a sort of home somewhere on the station, like a habitat.
Maybe? I'm sure Mary
Perhaps.
has lots of containment protocols, but don't we have enough infestations?
I don't
Well,
think
thing
Dave would
is,
be appreciative of any foreign substance being brought on board.
also, if this one cares about its, friends, then maybe it can help with the infestation on the ship. Well, on the station, I should say.
Well, hold on. You're forgetting something. When
But
y'all started talking to this thing, it already knew the word friend. You don't know what it thinks friends are.
It's
You've
very
got a
true.
point there.
ask it what friends are.
Fucking not food, that's what.
So I think what she's going to say is, "What are friends to you?"
Friends, warm, loud, lots of energy.
Yep, not fucking food.
Do you take energy from friends?
Warm is energy. What is take?
Fire without permission.
So she's going to consider that and transfer to self.
There's no response for a long moment. When friends cold, no move, no noise, no energy. If take for many self I we, then no friend. Friends go quiet, become cold on own self, me not take to do that, if not take energy from friends, then friends no energy future.
Hmm.
Lizard is still studying every rune in the room and writing them down. He's also recreating the circuit on paper the best he can.
After a couple of lines on the circuit, you realize it's actually a fractal pattern. It's just repeating several times. In that, it is rather efficient.
You play more practical words later. Feel like I need a refresh. Okay, so it's not anything. But it's just push.
The captain is going to reach under their armpit and pull out one of the sodas and open the lid. Then they watch it spin around in space.
Is it frozen?
They unfroze it enough for the carbonation to go up, and watching it spin around.
I will continue having Zitron do the ruining stuff until he acquires all the knowledge the runes can imbibe.
He's already got it.
He doesn't know what that knowledge is, though, because he hasn't activated the circuit. And he doesn't want to set his journal on fire, so that'll have to wait for later. Journals are expensive.
Yes, they are.
You know how hard it is to get physical paper in space? In fucking space? You see any space trees?
I have to walk all the way down 5 flights of stairs to get to the nanoforge to print the paper out. You know how hard that is? That's at least 200 calories that I don't have anymore.
All that water I just wasted. Melodramatic lizard does have to waste energy to get a journal. How fucking dare you?
Captain's
Yes,
going to
Vivian.
write down a couple of notes on their armband and then move past the soda can, grabbing one of the crew and carrying them to the other ship.
Well, it is my time. I must go. My people need me. Actually, he was probably closest to Raven, so while Raven's drooling, they get pulled.
Well, yeah, he would notice that Raven has gone into drool lock, and we'll take them back to the ship for resuscitation.
Oh, send me the runes. What those guys do? That's a good question. Perhaps Blizzard would like to go scavenge more of the ship. And yeah, they're pretty much just gonna do a walkthrough of the ship and see if there's anything that they might want to try and free from the ice and take with them as a trophy and or proper payment for their duty.
Well,
Things
there's
that they're-
some chunks of warp crystals that didn't completely atomize. You can collect those, and if you get enough of them, it looks like you could push them together into full crystal again in the nanoforge.
Well, looks like we're gonna be acquiring some warp crystals, and that ice is gonna pose a problem for the world's greatest chisel in the form of a hypersonic sphere. Zitron will put on non-existent safety glasses by engaging his safety squints, and then cutting them out slowly.
It's a good thing you got those safety squints on, because occasionally you'll hit some metal that's gonna oxidize immediately from all that fucking friction. Sparks everywhere. Like
Yeah, so
fireworks.
everybody else just hears the sound of a fucking air hammer in the background, basically.
Over the comm link because you forgot to turn it off.
Yeah.
What is G8 going?
Um,
The gun they want is frozen in a block of ice. The black box is in their hands.
well, she's gonna leave the gun for now,
Alright.
but she is gonna. Is the plasma cutter iced to the floor or the wall?
It is not.
She will take the plasma cutter.
Alright.
And she's gonna take these back to the ship.
Fair enough. What about Vivian?
Vivian is still confused, not sure what exactly she wants to say to this thing next.
Jay, see if it has any questions for us.
It might have a ton of them for us. So, I guess she will ask it if it has any questions for them.
What is our question?
Inquiries,
What,
requests for information.
what is our inquiries? What are inquiries? What is our information?
What is information?
Information is knowledge, data.
Data is.
Uh, hmm. Yes, data is a form of knowledge.
Knowledge is.
Memory is part of knowledge.
What part?
Knowledge of path.
What is past?
Past is time that has already happened.
Time like sun cycle?
Yes.
Knowledge is memory sun cycle.
she's pondering a little.
Ambassadors for Earth, you are not.
Ambassadors for anything, we are not really.
My political skills have yet to be disproven. Thank you.
I am immortal until proven otherwise.
Exactly. I defy any of you to prove yourselves a more capable diplomat than Victor. He has the light. He's the chosen one. Or something like that. I'm pretty sure he's Anakin's brother or something. I don't know. I'll fucking make the rules. Ignoring the fact that they do in fact sometimes make the rules because fuck you. I don't want.
I don't wanna. The
Can't make
captain's
me
gonna
adult
come
today.
back over to the little rascal and grab one of the frozen mates.
Vivian is going to tell the ice. Memory is knowledge, data from previous sun cycles.
The captain's gonna look over at what you've written. The fuck?
I'm trying to use circumlocution.
I think you might have circummed a little too much.
Jade Gesundheit.
Do you wish to take over?
Oh no, I'm sure you've got it handled. I gotta throw this into the nanoforge.
Meanwhile, on the comms, just. Alright!
Zitcher, you'll notice the area around where you're working, the ice is actually growing.
Hmm. Well, now. Yep. Burn the shit.
You're still making progress and cutting free whatever it is that you're working on, but, you know, the area around where the work is being done, the ice is growing.
Putting energy into it, feeding it.
You're giving it what it wants.
Ugh. Tired. I'm beyond.
It's gonna keep chipping away until eventually victory. If I can cut faster than it can grow, it is inferior and therefore the loser.
You can, in fact.
In fact, Victor, bow before me.
Nope.
The ice will form. Are you data memory?
Aaron,
Vivian seems to think this thing is she's doing the opposite of forward progress at this point.
Jade is gonna go to a console on the station to see if Mary can do a scan of the ship to see if she can identify the ice.
You're gonna make me
Well,
boot
no,
up
no,
Mixcraft.
Well, no, they took the dramatic exit to the thing. Never mind.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so never mind.
oh wow, like Doki can't do it. Rude.
Well, let's see if Doki can do it.
I mean, Doki could make a scan of it, at least the interior of the ship, now that it's not fucking hidden.
Yeah. So Jade's gonna see if Doki can scan the inside of the ship and the ice.
Alright, so how are you gonna ask them?
Well, she can just talk to Doki, can't she?
I mean, yeah, you can go into the ship and start saying things.
And she's gonna walk into the ship and set the black box and the plasma cutter down. Hey, Doki. Is there any way that you can scan the inside of the little rascal and see what that ice is?
Okie dokie.
Thank
The Doki
you.
prepares for war.
Dokie.
Jade will wait for the results.
Dokie.
What?
Dokie.
They're fast and they're quick. What do you want from them? They're Doki.
She's gonna walk over to a screen to see the results if she can.
Alright. Scan results. This is previously
Sparta?
owned by a Terran Confederacy mercenary. They had retired from the military life and had started doing some scrapping runs. They'd gone missing about 6 or 7 years ago in deep space during a warp. And they had just recently taken on 3 other crew members with their ship. They were last seen at a resort station, and they had been involved in the theft of a time-space manipulating crystal from the establishment. There's a reward and a bounty posted for captain of the ship. Looks like the captain is wanted alive for 30,000 credits, and the crew members are wanted dead or alive for 2 million altogether, not each.
Jade, whew. Well, we're not going to be able to collect that one, but, hey, Cap. I got some information about what the crew and all, about the ship and all.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Well, apparently, it was a Terran Confederacy mercenary who retired and picked up some crew members. Apparently, they are actually wanted for a theft of a time-space manipulation crystal from a resort planet.
Well,
30,000 credits if the captain is alive, which I don't think so, and a total of 2 million for the crew, dead or alive.
that's quite the bounty. That resort owner must have been pissed. I wonder
Yeah.
what they needed one of those for.
Reliving their debauchery every time that they close their eyes?
Well, that's kind of how it works, but their ship is way too small to power it.
Oh, you mean these people? I don't know. Probably shit. I mean, if I was going to do the very obvious, they were just stealing it for someone who was paying them for it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You know, The best way to
But-
the best defense is to just not be there. Yeah, that's actually smart.
Yeah, but the question is, who are they delivering it for?
I don't know, some dead guy.
I don't know. And take a look in the black box, see if they were making a delivery as anyone in particular.
Yeah. And it says they went missing to about 6 or 7 years ago.
Game.
Well, the bounty should still be good if Doki was able to pick it up.
Yeah. Alright. I'll hook up the black box and see if I can find anything.
Haha, I was waiting for this.
I knew you shouldn't have done that. That's why I was ignoring it. It's like, come on, really? Just plug random technology in. Have you never played Cyberpunk 2077? You don't plug things in. It always leads to badness.
Don't worry,
But what she's gonna do is
it's only 5 videos.
No.
Jade's gonna watch the first video.
Yep, I'm sending it to you now.
Porn.
Okay.
Oh,
Where are you sending it? Discord or
Telegram.
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 Phone.
There you go.
Phone. Give. There.
You
Yep.
can watch that in your free time. Like 4, 6, 8, 10 hours of content.
Oh!
What do you expect?
Oh, good Lord Almighty!
That's the ship that you're on. Have fun.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Look, if you, I'll forego any rolls if you watch the whole thing.
Okay. I'll watch the vid. God, where's my composition notebook? I'm gonna have to take fucking notes on this. Jade's gonna look at. There's 5 videos on here, Captain, but it's like 10 hours worth of content.
Ready to
But
action.
I'll watch them.
Their black box recording videos. Kinky.
Apparently.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe they just had a bunch of drones or something. I'm not seeing any
Um,
cockpit glass on that ship, so maybe the pilot was blind.
maybe. Are there any security cameras around the ship?
Captain will kind of peek around, kind of bust off some ice in the corners. There's some stealth cams. Captain was probably able to see what the crew was doing as long as they were in the pilot's. Going off of guess here.
Maybe.
I mean, shit, that's not a bad idea. I might do that.
You might. Well, I mean, hey, man, you can have whatever you want done on your ship. Just don't complain to me when you see me arguing with Jade again.
Oh no,
Are
no,
you a
don't
voyeur,
worry.
Captain?
I'll have the Doki install a patch so that they cut out the feed if you know get hot and bothered.
Oh yeah, when Jade gets flipped, pitch over ass and hammer like a bent nail. Oh hey, look, almost loose.
Go ahead and give me a physicality.
I put my phone all the way up on the bed. Give me a second when I reach up and grab Gib.
Rib. It's an easy one. It's just 20.
Where'd my dice go? Here my dice went.
Can I get a G3? No, we have a G3 at home.
An 88.
That'll definitely be enough. You managed to pry enough chunks of warp crystal free that you feel like you could chuck it into the nanoforge and get one crafted for you.
Awesome. Going to continue going around the ship looking for shinies to steal off the wall.
The captain's been doing a pretty good job of clearing out the ship. All he's got left at this point is the crew's bodies, which, I mean, he's not saying it outwardly, but he's definitely taking them to the nanoforge for a purpose.
Kind of figured he was doing something like that.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm starting to run out of things that are not actually bolted together. If we're
I
gonna...
can take things that are bolted together.
We're either going to have to decide to bring the base onto the ship in a container, because I'm not bringing that thing onto my ship unsecured, or push this whole hunk of junk into the sun.
I think we should bring it on the in a container.
She just wants to have a slime sex toy.
No,
I think it might be a bit
But-
cold for that purpose.
not
Honestly,
in-
though,
Are you sure you'd be able to actually get it back out? You know, I think you gotta go to doctors for that sort of thing, you know? What happens
What
you
if
get
we made like a
constipated?
self?
Ugh.
What if we make like a self-heated like container so that it can keep the goo warm and contained?
just get a chunk of radioactive rock and stick it in a box.
Aren't you guys mining radioactive materials right now?
I think
But
so. Yeah.
in all honesty, as much as I like seeing things burn and leave nothing behind, I think just from a pure financial standpoint, the possibility of discovering a deep space slime creature thingamajigger might appeal to that turtle guy or another turtle guy like him.
Well, it's definitely worth some science. I mean, there aren't too many things that can survive in the vacuum of space, much less make things fucking colder than they already are.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go print an airtight containment box.
Alright, probably going to need something that can hold, like, 30 gallons. This thing's a liquid. If it's a solid, you're probably gonna need a bigger box than that. I don't know, think, like, moving truck. Oh, wait, no, think sand sifter in size.
No, okay. Well, we couldn't fit the. We used one of the big ones, and there's no way we could get it out the nanoforge because it's bigger than the ship.
Yeah.
But if we assemble it,
Now you're
or we
thinking
just
with
take its
bolts.
brain. Put
I
its brain in a box.
don't think it has a brain.
Oh, well, I mean, if it's of the right material, it itself might be a brain.
No offense, base slime.
I don't know if it can hear. I've been writing to it.
I don't know either. It doesn't seem to respond to voices thus far, but that doesn't mean it can't hear us.
Well,
Could be.
it did mention friends being loud, so perhaps it can hear, but maybe it just doesn't understand what we're saying.
I mean, Ditcherin was just pressing a hypersonic vibrating tool against the hull. I'm pretty sure that makes quite a bit of noise.
I'm like
Oh,
90% certain I might have just gotten it off if it felt that. The only Xeno scum that should be getting aroused right now is Jade.
Alright, Captain. Time to leave the seat. Come on!
Do you need
Do you
help?
need a hand, Captain?
He rolled really fucking low.
The ice is slippery under him hooves.
Him hooves not good for slick ice. Yeah, I could use a little help.
Too late. I'm already on the dramatic exit. Not it. The eeny meeny Vivian.
So Vivian's going to go over and assist.
Alright.
Well, I rolled a 96, and I think she's got a +2. I gotta open this back up.
That's definitely enough. He only needed an extra 20.
Okie dokie.
So, the two of you together managed to pry the Captain Pop out of the seat.
The Captain Sickle.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
And that just leaves the cyborg still, like, fucking interfaced with the seat and the ship itself. Because Jade never bothered to take it apart yet.
God damn it, Jade.
Jade would have gotten to it, but she had more important things to deal with.
And what's Jade doing right now?
Going back to the little rascal.
Alright.
Oh.
You
Hey,
pass by,
Captain.
like, the pile of frozen corpses.
Yeah, Cap.
Yeah?
Think it would be a bad idea to interface with the ship?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have any power right now. You'd probably get a dial-up tone.
Probably. Is there a way to jumpstart it, maybe? Or at least activate some auxiliary power?
Well, sure, you could take a cable over from this ship and plug it in over there. Probably want to isolate the circuit that you're working on, though. Who knows what
Yeah.
what condition everything's in.
Yeah, I'll get my laptop. Well, no, shit. Laptop's back on the station. Damn it. I'll make a workaround. I'll probably try to find like a back door and isolate it.
Eh. Zitrun just letting out a single at the word back door.
You know, I hear programmers and hackers are pretty good at booty calls, because they're always looking for backdoors.
Could understand that.
I mean-
understandably.
Yeah.
I don't have a booty. Can I be called? Or must I be summoned?
I was about to say you would be dragged, but don't think Zitrun's being dragged anywhere.
Someone tries to drag Zitrun plant's hooves. What was your next move, champ?
Alright, so, Captain, where are your jumper cables?
Having someone a third your size make you feel small must be insulting.
They're up your ass and around the corner. Check the nanoforge.
Milk,
Okay.
lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made.
Jade would go to check for cables.
The nanoforge can in fact print a variety of jumper cables. You still don't know what voltage or amperage the circuit's running on.
Get a voltage. Get a tester.
Well, Jade's gonna go back to the little rascal, see if she can find like a battery or something, so that she can find out what she needs to do.
As you're floating back over, the captain will look over. Where's the jumper cables?
I gotta know what voltage and all of this. Yeah,
You didn't check?
I gotta know what kind of connectors. Shut up! I've never had to jump off a ship before.
Thought you were a hacker.
Yes, I'm a hacker, not a ship mechanic. I don't jump off large vehicles to hack into
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I'm not a shit.
The things I
mechanic.
usually used to hack into were on.
Okay, so you're over on the ship now.
Okay. gonna find, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
how do you jump off a ship? Is there like a battery?
Out the
Like,
cargo bay.
a
I mean, yeah,
relay?
usually you jump off of a ship from the cargo bay in the ocean.
Is
I
there like a
believe.
relay or like somewhere I plug into? What?
Yeah,
Oh
there's
no.
lots of relays. Okay. I'll make this a little bit easier for you. We'll assume that in their lack of sleep, Jade got interested in mechanics at some point and binged watched a few hours of somebody like repairing a spaceship, you know, just in case they're
Yeah.
ever in that situation and wanted to know what to look for at least.
Yeah.
So, you would know that typically smaller spaceships don't really have a central battery bank. They have a lot of fuses and a way to generate power. The way to generate power is usually on the underside of the ship, since the crew and everything is from the midship up. On a mirrored ship like this, that's still going to be the case, which means you need to start pulling up floor panels. The floor panels are easy to pull up, you just need a flathead screwdriver, or any sufficiently flat piece of metal, such as a coin, or a key, or a pair
You've
of
got a
toenail
knife.
clippers. A knife also works. Uh, After clearing away some of the ice and twisting a couple of the panels up, you manage to find one of the main cables that runs everything, like a central nerve, essentially. It's got the outline and the return line, essentially. You start dusting it off, clearing away some of the ice, turning the rubber on the wiring around, so you manage to find that it is running off of a 200 amp circuit. The branches that are pulling off of the central are running on 10 amps through resistors. Several of the resistors have either browned or popped. The line underneath the flight controls is running on 2 of those 10 amp circuits, one for each side, so that the cyborg has its own power draw in case anything happens to the captain. The lines for the cyborg are running up the center of the chair and are plugged into the back of the cyborg from the lower spine up to mid-spine. The cyborg's internal chassis is completely powered down, which means it's going to need a full boot restart if you want to bring it back online, and it's probably going to need a lot of components replaced, because many of the components inside of Cyborg rely on there being constant power, and after 6 years, all of the batteries inside would have died. You will, however, be able to open up the back panel of the Cyborg and pull much of the memory storage from it. It's running off of solid-state memory, but to get any of the personality stuff and the things like the cyborg's opinion and what it's actually seen, you're going to have to take the brain case and power it back on in a controlled environment. In which case, it's probably not going to be too happy about its current predicament if it doesn't immediately start screaming once it does its checks and realizes its body's gone.
That is a red flag.
Okay, Captain.
Uh-huh.
I can get the cyborg's memories and all, but if we want to power on the cyborg, there's a lot of components that are going to have to be replaced. Or we can take the brain chassis out, put it in a controlled environment to power it back on. But if we do that, it might freak out, realizing it doesn't have a body anymore.
Well, yeah, I'd freak out if I was a brain in a jar too.
Yeah,
Wait,
but I can get a lot of its memories
am I a brain
because
in
it.
a jar?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
I can get.
I'm gonna
I
choose
can
to
get.
believe you because that's less existential crisis.
I can get a lot of its memories because it has solid state drive memory. But if I wanted like opinions or things that it's actually seen and done, we'd have to repair it or jar its brain.
Well, it's probably not too heavy. Like, what is that? Like 2 tons, maybe? You can carry that, can't you?
Maybe me, Zitron, and Vivian together. Zitron's pretty strong.
Well, I mean, you're the one that's interested in what happened to the ship. The black box is probably going to have
Yeah.
a lot of the information. The cyborg is going to have a lot of opinions on stuff and probably some information from before the black box got replaced, because with only 10 hours of video, it's probably pretty new.
Yeah. Well, right now we're in in low gravity, so it's not going to be as heavy. So we can just float it over to the dramatic exit. And also, the cyborg's got a barcode and binary on it right here. So maybe we can scan it and translate the binary into common and find out where the cyborg came from.
Hey, maybe the warranty's still good on it.
Maybe.
Get a replacement.
Or at least maybe we can get someone out here to repair it.
There's an idea. We're kind of far away from anything right now, though.
Yeah, well, okay, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, find out if it'd be more cost effective to replace the cyborg or repair it.
What if the bridge is burning when we get to it?
Well, then we'll deal with it when we get there. Fire, no fire, lightning, storms, whatever. The bridge will be there, at least.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I've come to a lot of bridges and they've just been gone. And again, they were made of wood.
Either way, cyborgs are a big investment. I don't think anyone would just let a cyborg go to waste like that.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose the Cyborg Collective would be interested in what happened to them, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Actually, depending on when it powered down, it might not even be alive anymore.
True. Because, 6, 7 years is a long time to go without batteries.
Yeah. Oh well. Unbolts the whole damn seat if you have to. Take it over here and, I don't know, we'll shove it in a storage crate until we know what to do with it.
Alright. Jade's gonna see if she can, undo the cyborg from the chair first.
Ah man, you're gonna need like an 11 pointed wrench to get that thing off the ground.
Ah.
You
Back
thought
to the ship.
you thought metric wrenches was bad. No, this is space wrench.
Back to the ship. I gotta get an 11 pointed fucking screwdriver. Wrench. Fuck.
I thought this was a Terran ship. What the fuck?
I don't. Middle of an investigation. I'll let you know more when I find out more.
Wait, what's going on? I zoned out for a part way.
I need an 11-point wrench.
Alright, I'll go get one.
Can't you just like use a 6-pointed wrench? No, wait. A 5-point? No, you can't. God damn it.
Yeah. Unless you want to strip the bolt.
A circular end.
No, I don't think a circular wrench would work. Maybe.
Again, if you wanted to.
Here's an idea. an adjustable wrench with a rag.
I don't think that.
It might.
No.
Might not.
Well, it depends. Does it look like it's been welded in place from all the pressure?
Jade's gonna take a look.
Yeah, the metal is bent.
Yeah, it's bent.
Oh, yeah, okay. Are you sure you don't want a torch?
I don't know. The torch might damage some important components in the chair.
Ah, that's true. We'll take Citron with you. If it's bending the metal, then it's gonna take some force to pop it off.
Yeah. Torque wrench. 11-pointed torque wrench is what we need.
Wait, what are we bending? Who are we bending? I'm just gonna grab.
Come over
Jade
here and I'll show you.
You know, you're bending tits and ass over a chair, and then you're gonna pull on their bar.
Yeah, all right then. I can do it. He was too busy just kind of admiring the chunks of crystal through ice.
Jade will show Zitrun the parts of bent metal and tell them what they need to do to get it unfucked.
You should know all about this, considering your day job.
Oh yeah, no, that's simple. You just you take some illegal positions you're not supposed to, and you get yourself between the problem and become the problem. And then you just kind of leave. Alright, hold on. Let Lizard get the muscle roll out.
I also know the pain of a stuck bolt. I have actually jumped on a wrench trying to get a bolt undone.
That's when you get the ugga dugga.
That was with the Ugga Dugga cheater bar.
No, hold on. Hold on, let me I'm at seppuku in the game when I was playing on my computer so I can access the sheet fully. I could have won this fucking hyper mode too, but I was like, yeeting myself in
Jade
the
is
wall.
gonna go get the tools that they need.
You might not even need that tool if his physicality is high enough. Only Bonnie was here so she could lightly sneeze at it and break the ship in half. Fixed it!
Now put it back together.
Nope. Monstrous.
Bonnie would be great at scrapping.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You need to gently remove it from the wall. No. From the sun.
Alright.
From the atmosphere.
90. Yeah, it's a 92 on the physicality. To try and bend.
92 beats an 88.
Just Lizard just grab with hand, grab with other hand, put foot on, lean. And then just a reminder that he's compact when all his muscles flare up.
Stretching the spacesuit fabric.
That skin-tight fabric does not help any tramps nearby.
The good thing Jade's spacesuit is airtight.
There you go. I like, by the way, head cannon, he has little holes with little fucking rubber seals where his horns slide through in his helmet. Airtight. Just like a fucking like an ABS system for a fucking trailer. You just fit it through. And then it just does the rest with pressure.
Okay. So you two managed to get the cyborg back over to the ship. The captain already
Yes.
has a storage crate open for it.
They're gonna put the
Fits in kind of awkwardly with a bit of finagling. It's gotta kind of go at a diagonal.
wait. Before we seal it up, Doki,
Okay.
Can you scan the cyborg, see where it's from, see if it's got any information, like a warranty or contact number for repairs? Like this barcode and translate the binary?
Ducky. Ducky, ducky,
Thing?
ducky. Ducky.
That's adorable. Is there a
Uh,
receptacle in which I can pet Doki?
Oh,
You
well,
can always just pet the ship.
yeah, you could just pet the ship.
Proceeds to pet shit. Just good Doki.
Duck.
I wonder if they're integrated into our suits.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I don't mind.
Jade's gonna see if she's able to print out the fuses and all that have popped so that she can actually jumpstart the ship.
I mean, hell, that'd be interesting. Like, hey, I got a handy from my ship because it's integrated into my suit. And again, that much thought power, that'd be like a hand career.
What Faraji gets from Shivea.
That's the way he described. Ah, yes, when Safaraji reminds you that he's black, like, oh yeah, my wife, she'll give your ass a whole hand career. And, oh hi, yeah, good morning. I was enjoying my coffee, but do go on.
The diva duo.
4'1", that's how tall he is. Citron so small.
While yes, you can print the fuses you need to get the ship at least partially running. Why?
So you said some of them were popped and all, so that she needs to replace them to actually get the power on.
Yeah. Taking everything out of the ship you wanted to power.
Oh, that reminds me. And Citron will just dump all the remnants of a warp crystal into the nano forge.
Ah. This is good.
Meanwhile, Vivian has been scribbling back and forth with the thing, as she's told that she's not exactly sure what it meant, but she has been asking it if it would be willing to come into a safe container to travel with them and meet somebody to learn with.
It would agree to this.
Once the container has arrived, she will ask it to enter the container and maybe guide it in.
Oh, Zitcher does need to take that container to Vivian. That's exactly what he'll do. Just kind of walks in with a fucking 30-gallon fish tank and sets it down. Like, I mean, it's basically made of metal with Lexan on it so you can observe. There we go.
Alright.
Always fascinated with how a spacesuit doesn't die to spikes when you wear them.
They've got Under Armour.
One thing she will ask it before, sealing it into the container. She's going to ask it. Well, I guess if it survived out in space, it doesn't really need air, so it wouldn't be harmed by going into the container, would it?
I mean, it doesn't need air. It's got an incredible resistance to radiation, and it's got the ability to deal with flip-flopping temperature spikes as it goes through systems. So, yeah.
Alright, so basically being in a nice and sealed container would be just fine for it.
Now we will perform the ultimate human method. We will take a majestic, beautiful, powerful creature and relegate it to living inside of a box for our amusement. I love the zoo.
No comment.
You know what comment you should be making?
What?
Bacon. I don't know.
Mhm. Bacon is good.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you ask it to get into the box, and all that black gunk that was on the outside of the ship starts coming to the inside of the ship. And the ice around where it touches froze, and pretty much by the time that all of the black gunk is inside of the chest, the box, it's almost frozen halfway up to the floor.
Well, what do you mean halfway up to the floor?
The ice on the floor would have ascended the box, and it would have frozen basically a mound of ice halfway up the box.
I see.
Nope.
So she will close the box and begin attempting to uh, get it free of the
Yeah,
ice. Just a little bit at a time.
fucking. Don't worry. Time here. See, I knew that would be handy as just more than a weapon.
Yeah,
Just gonna carve a line around the box so it can be pulled free of the ice.
Gonna take you a couple hours to do that, because, you know, the ice keeps forming behind it, but yeah, you eventually
yeah, I'd
manage
rather-
to get it pried from the bottom of the ship.
Does the gun unfreeze when all the stuff goes in there?
So the ice that was on the inside of the ship doesn't really go anywhere because it's space, but it's not actively forming words anymore, so it's pretty safe to assume that the ship is no longer being chilled.
Okay, so Jade's gonna start chipping away at the ice that was holding the gun to the wall.
That's gonna take an even longer time with just your hand.
She's using her knife.
That was.
Probably gonna take
We
you
have
about as
the-
long as it takes them to get the box off the floor.
Does she have that superheated knife, though?
Yes,
Uh,
she does actually.
oh, well
Jade
yeah,
does.
if you've got the heated knife, then you absolutely get that off the wall before they're done with the box.
Jade's gonna wait. She's gonna reach into her inventory. Just melting away the ice along the edges of the gun.
I do have a flamethrower. Should I use that?
Do not.
I don't know, that might make the ice worse.
Jade, please do not.
Oh, I use Molotov.
Also, Jade, since it is space, it's really hard to get heat transfer, so as soon as the blade touches the ice, it's gonna start, like, fracturing and cracking all over the fucking place. Because that is a huge pressure difference.
Yeah, the ice is definitely gonna do a lot of cracking stuff,
Please don't
like
break the gun.
flash
Don't break the
boiling.
You will manage to free the gun, it's just a bit more of a dramatic affair than maybe you were expecting.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, how you doing, Vivian? You come here often? Trying to make idle small talk while zeroing through the ice.
And Vivian, meanwhile, is using her significant body weight to try and leverage it and stuff so that it wiggles slowly free.
Using the cheater bar you brought for the wrench to try and pry it off the floor.
Jade will offer them the heated knife. You guys want to use this?
It might make it worse. We still have the hey, look, heat. Let's grow faster ice over here.
Yeah. Good news is I got the gun off the wall.
That is great, sugar.
Now I just gotta let it thaw out completely. It's
Put it
still in the block of
between-
ice. I just
Yeah. Well, you can
I'm
throw
not
them
putting
in.
it between my boobs.
Those fuckers are warm. It would work.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not doing that because my tits would get cold.
I'll warm them up. Vivian will warm them up too. She'll sploof, and then boom, you're warm.
Well, I got a different way that Vivian can warm me up later.
Oh yeah, with her giant car cock. He just cuts the comb off of the last.
Anyway, do you two need help with that?
We'd greatly appreciate the assistance if you want. We're trying to free our new
Jade.
slime puppy.
Jade will assist.
It's like the third slime I've introduced. Full gimmick is being cold. None of them are
I
anything. None of them are ever interesting. Like, oh yes, this slime produces
first off-
electricity.
You need to introduce a slime like I did. Like, their name is Bonnie. They found out they're a slime. They're still violent. That is all.
Nah, cause like, slimes aren't a mythical creature, so they have to be made by the monster maker system, which means it's hard to actually get them to be anything interesting.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, she was made by the monster making method, the natural method. After Randall made their mom with the ultimate, like he's like, I'm gonna make a monster, and then I'm gonna refine it, Gucci Monster Maker.
Gucci monsters. That top dollar brand.
A top dollar brand ravenous monstrosity. Once
Yeah,
I like
Vivian
everyone.
actually is part slime now because she
Ooh.
had a slime integrate with her.
That is goddamn. How does Faraji think straight? Maybe that's why he works so much. Work is the only place I can have a head.
Work's the only place where all the blood goes to my head.
Yeah, exactly. As quoted by the Durg when they were playing the Kobold. Those are some seriously massive fucking balls.
Yeah.
Even though they never seen them. I was trying to piece like, well, are they clapping together? It's like, no, they don't. I mean, wait. It's his fault. He knew what he was. He didn't know what he was getting into. He bit off more than he could chew. Raji out here trying to collect wives like Pokemon cards. I should really sit up and take some of my cover. Alright, we'll get our slime back to the ship and put it in an isolated area that the captain wants it in, which, I don't know. Nanoforge? I don't know.
The captain will have printed off some rope and bungee system so that it doesn't touch anything. There you go.
No
Now,
touching.
now we've got a brand new cooler. You know where it can live once we actually get to a place that can do maintenance? It can live in the recycling system for the water that runs the radiation. That way, it can cool down the water so that it can go to the radiation and get hot again faster.
Sounds like a plan. Well, that was a good day's work. And just immediately helmet coming off and then sting.
Oh, God. Okay, everyone roll 3d12.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Sorry, it's very hot in there.
You too,
Alright,
Citron.
Find out dice roller.
I was already prepared to roll. Don't think you.
So she would have started at 0, right? Because it'd been long enough since they'd done anything.
It's been long enough. You would have naturally gone down, yeah.
21. 21.
Alright, so temp over. You said 3d12?
Yep.
I got a grand total of 5. She got a 3 and a 1 and a 1.
Vivian is not in the mood. Everything's fucking cold.
It's like cold.
This is
He
the
is there to-
opposite of what they requested.
I like how he's there to be purely an inconvenience and then leave.
Not even taking advantage of the lust system, just abusing it.
That's all he's doing. I mean, he'll take advantage of it if someone's down bad, but other than that, it's like, I've done my duty. Time to go fix myself and then go do something else.
Did Jade need a roll?
Yes.
Or are you already home?
Jade needs to roll too.
What did I need to roll?
3d12.
3d12 for lust.
30-12.
Eight.
I love how high his lust bar is too, so anything he does is purely because he can. Like, to get him horny, you have to be...
Well,
You have to bust ass.
oh, those are 12s.
Do you need me to roll for you?
They're trying to find
No!
their...
Find the right number.
last low number.
Now that's my yellow d12. I can't use that one.
There's another D12. I need one more.
I forgot Citron's still kind of loaded.
Here's another 12. Alright, rolling the 3D12.
Don't lose them.
$19 total.
Good job.
Okie dokie.
I'm not sorry.
So, do you have a way to contact your scientist fellow so that we could possibly meet him somewhere? He might be interested in this creature that we came across.
Nope. I just ran into them at the bar.
That's
Valid.
unfortunate. Well, perhaps we can find another scientist. That one seems like such a nice guy, though.
Captain, is it possible to set up an extranet booty with Mary?
Yes, but it would give our location away.
Yeah. True. Yeah, and I guess we are still being hunted for, aren't we?
Yes, I was wondering, what exactly was that about?
Well, you see, what happened was... And then he just walks away.
Hmm. Well, now what? Do we scrap the little rascal?
I suppose we could if we don't need it for anything else.
Dealer's choice again. I'm gonna go try and find that giant silicone mold of my friend's ass that I put somewhere. Edie, where's your shit at? Who's stash? Forgot that he had a stash. Right.
The medical VI bot is coming over to look everyone over once you take your spacesuits off.
Hello, medical VI. How are you, friend?
I am performing suboptimally. It has been... How many days has it been? It's been like 8 days since any maintenance has been performed on them.
Well, we should get that sorted before I go get myself fixed. Gotta go get some stress relief. Alright, let's see. Citron will let himself get maintenance via, yes, no infection. Here, have a candy. And then, I'll make sure that the VI is going to work fully. There we go. Okay, now to find my stash in the vents. My headcanon is that he can only like move straight forward and straight back. Otherwise, he'll get stuck because of his horns. Like, Zitrons are only good on straightaways. If there's corners, if they're not like a long roundabout, he can't help you. What time is it? Oh, it's 7:52. Oh, time for sleep, yo. Wait. Scary thought. Hold on. I can't find the roadhouse through my vent, right? Because it's not a door.
You absolutely fucking can.
Okay. I would like an addendum. Leave my stash vent alone. Please. I'm begging you. That's not what we need. We don't need him crawling into a vent and coming back with magic and possibly a collar from some sort of weird, I don't know, fucking demi-human lady. I have seen things. Yeah, we don't need that. He's just going in his vent to get the toy. That's all he's doing. That does like I had that thought. You never specified. You said any threshold can have it. I was like, wait, that's a threshold.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Pipes, vents, fucking alleyways.
It's a really rare drop, so you don't have a whole lot to worry about.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think necessarily an alleyway, because they don't really have a threshold. I don't think.
But they usually have they usually have their own different like, well, I guess you could call it architect. They're usually not made very pretty with the same materials as like the street on the outside. They're very so there's technically
they're a little different from the regular streets.
What truly defines a threshold? I'm gonna Google. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, Jade's gonna work on de-thawing the gun from the block of ice.
Okay. So you're gonna work on that. They're gonna work on that. Citron's gonna work on that, and the captain is gonna report back that the bot is manufactured by Bobco.
Bob?
Yes, I see. Mr. Joust, the owner of Bobco.
You know, we should have probably looked before we put it up. We should have seen if it had like a serial number on it.
So where are these dead crew members being kept?
In the nano forest so they can be raw material.
Well, there's a bounty on them, so he put them into a special storage crate next to the bot.
Okay.
He was going to chuck them into the nano forge, but then you're like, oh, money?
Ooh, you financial gain, say.
$2 million credits for all the crew members, dead or alive.
I love the captain. Just financial gain to be had. Suddenly, I'm feeling a spark of generosity.
Jade's gonna
Fucking-
go to the box that the bot's being kept in and see if he has like a serial number on him.
Well, there's a serial number on the box.
On the bot.
I got you there, Foxo.
On the what?
On the
The
bot.
bot.
The robot.
The
that's
cyborg.
a
Yeah, there's-
cyborg.
If there's a serial number on the box, yeah.
Shut up. You know damn well what they're saying.
I don't know what's so confusing. Of course the captain has serial numbers on his storage crates. Like,
No, shut face.
No.
You know what's being said, you fucking gremlin. Stop.
this connection's pretty bad, guys. I don't know. Like, he cut off right
Alright.
at the end there.
You hush. You just hush, Missy.
Num 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 num.
No. No.
I'm guessing I have to roll a perception check to find the serial number on the cyborg.
It's on their boob. If they had one.
No, you don't. It's on the back of its head. It's pretty easy to get to. I'm just trying to waste like 5 minutes.
Well, you can waste 5 minutes by letting Jade call Bobco, see if it has a warranty or anything.
You've only got like 3, technically 2.5 minutes. You're fine. And I'm wasting those by arguing with a quest.
Yeah.
See, Bobco would probably still be using extra net playline, so you're probably not going to be able to actually contact Bobco because you're going to need a data uplink to the extranet, which
Uh,
give away your position.
Yep.
The only reason you could contact your doctor on Parasol is because Mary is able to still use SolNet, and nobody fucking checks SolNet anymore because it's disconnected from like 90% of the universe.
It's almost like it's illegal. I don't know.
Not illegal.
It's not illegal, it's just not a
It's
very useful
illegal!
way to
Yeah,
move
you-
data around.
I am curious, what kind of less than legal programs would Jade have on her computer?
A lot of terrorist sites on here, Jade. Want to explain that to me?
Let's see, there's a program for downloading torrents. Which... No, torrents are actually not illegal, that's just people trying to stop you from using an objectively superior way to download content.
No, I was saying, is porn illegal? I wonder. If so, I'm killing this world.
Porn is only illegal if you're not a Terran. There are some pornographic situations and acts that the wider universe are not able to handle in this particular setting, funnily enough. But then at the same time, I don't think you'd really want to watch mantid mating rituals either.
Nah.
Hey man, people want to watch horses.
Yeah, well, see, that's why the Terrans are allowed to watch anything. One, because they kind of made the internet, and two, they're kind of immune to a lot of the shit that would, like, actually make the other species actually barf.
Just Terrans. Oh, that's gross. Another species.
Pretty much.
You should the Terrans just pull like a fucking inside. What was it? Inside Job where it just pulls up the chair slowly. I'm gonna watch.
Just a Terran. Is it supposed to be purple?
Now, Vivian's species is an interesting case because sexuality to them would be based almost entirely around like highly flammable things. So, you know, like really frilly, lacy clothing, highly combustible fluids.
You're not dousing jade and kerosene.
Napalm jizz.
Oh yeah, napalm would definitely be something they're into. Uh, pretty sure at
Napalm
some
sticks
point,
tits.
pretty sure at some point, Terran video of Vietnam War propped up on their websites, and they've not given it up.
I gotta go bathroom. I'll be back.
Better run through the jungle.
I've never listened to porn with a backing track before. This is a war film.
It's like, this is a film. This is war. This is not porn.
Oh yes, but they're setting so many things on fire. It's wonderful.
I mean, yeah.
I could kind of see them basically liking things that are flammable and all that sort of thing as a show of wealth.
Extravagance, high society, stuff like that. Excess and waste. The usual trappings of those that are better than thou self. Not to mention with all those fucking ceramic spikes, the clothes get shredded.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I thought? You know what would be funny for them to try to put on? Chainmail.
It goes on,
I don't
doesn't
know.
come off.
He's like,
That's like a full body finger trap right there.
Yeah.
I could see Vivian wearing chainmail and just kind of writhing around the floor and rolling about trying to pull it off and just thud, bouncing off of everything around her.
Have to get the bolt cutters out to cut a seam across it so you can like peel it off.
Can we talk about how chill capybaras are most of the time?
That's not super uncommon in the animal world. I mean, if it's isolated enough, it kind of loses its instincts to a degree. There used to be a species of bird that was so chill you could walk up to it and, like, pick it up, and it didn't care. Unfortunately, the last individuals to have seen the mating pair of such a species walked over to the nest and crushed the eggs under their boot and sold the bird for fine dining.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like those
Hanged
people
up.
who shot like the last was it white rhino?
Yes, white rhinos are now extinct.
Oh.
They killed the last unicorn.
They killed the last tactical assault unicorn.
No, that's where the unicorn myth comes from. It's misinterpretation of a fucking rhino.
Yeah.
The goat's beard is an interesting addition, but mythical creatures had a lot of weird shit.
So, Foxo.
Ah.
Since the session is over, what happens if Jade does use magic too much? Will she go insane?
So if you use magic too much, you end up doing a lot of damage to yourself, and the pain doesn't really go away. So if you're casting a spell and it fails, it's going to leave some scarring internally. So that's not all that pleasant, I would say. You know, it's like permanent nerve damage. And you already can't sleep, so I guess it's not gonna bother you that much, but when you're doing your sleep cycle program, you're not going to be able to really, do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanting to know. Because the captain said something about Terrans going insane using magic.
Oh yeah, that happens. Right now you guys are in a time period in the story where Terrans still haven't regressed because there's going to be a attack by the Atrekna, which is going to be focused around sending humans back to their prime, essentially, back to when they were human and not Terrans. And that means they're going to unlock their Psyker abilities. You're not there yet, but trying to use Psyker abilities now activates a bunch of failsafes in the SUDs and genetic sequencing in your brain that makes you go crazy so that you're not a danger to society.
And there's not a way to disconnect from the suds.
You can disconnect from the SUDs, it just means you're not gonna get revived if you die. Which
Yeah.
is kind of a moot point right now with the red lines. Because you got 3 lives left.
Yeah.
Which I really should throw you guys at more dangerous situations. I haven't had a chance to even test out the way that you guys die. Like, Vivian does the Phoenix thing and becomes a kitten for a couple of weeks. You get spat out of a cloning vat somewhere. Zitrune wakes up in a shipping container of spice.
What about Raven?
I don't remember what happens to Raven. I think they swell up and then explode into a pile of feathers. And then they hatch somewhere. Because Zitrune dries out. Vivian burns.
I return, and everything still hurts. Hi.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi, Daddy. How are you, sir?
Oh yeah, Zitrune dries out. Vivian burns. Jade's pretty boring. They just fall over dead.
They just fall over dead and get shat out of a cloning tank somewhere.
Yeah. Jade becomes a pile of meat. And Raven, like, swells up like a bird that's eaten too much rice. And just poof.
Feathers.
Feathers everywhere. It's a shame nobody picked the octopus species. They have an interesting death. They, like, wrap their tentacles around themselves and squeeze until they become, like, this tiny ball of flesh. They become super dense.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Brain not working.
Oh. We wanted to hop onto VR chat.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
My headset will hold out for about 4 hours.
Alright, I'll catch you guys later then.
Okay.
Wow.
See you later.
my friend.
Bye.
Dark picture thing and total candy cane.
Ooh. Damn it! They've gone this long without noticing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here. Don't worry. Anti-fun on the main.